up, everyone? My name is Tony Gamble. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, Flamenco Ukulele. I'm more like Flamenco Fusion because I do a variety. I use a pick when I play lead. I do have traditional ukulele trays when I'm using strumming, things like that. So anyway, sorry, hang on. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself before I break into this review of this Pepe Romero replica signature model. I'm signed to a record company and publishing company called Maximo Aguirre Music Publishing, also known as MAMP Songs, also Albani Tunes, as well as Pacific Latin Copyright. And although I did complete a new ukulele record called Ukulele Flamenco, I finished that in February, but due to the current climate, it hasn't come out yet, and we don't know when it's going to come out. So it's not up to me, but we still have to do photo shoots and videos and stuff like that. So hopefully soon, hopefully, I don't know, if it's this year, it's this year. If it's next year, it's next year. But I have primarily I'm a guitar player, flamenco fusion guitar player, and I've been an ukulele player for many years. Some people know me, nominated for Hawaiian Academy of Recording Arts Award in 2007 for Rock Album of the Year. I was one of the guys, I think, one of the first guys that did instrumental shred ukulele with distortion and all that stuff. So I don't do that anymore. Nothing against it. I mean, very proud of where I came from, what I did with it. So I had, how did I get hooked up with Pepe Romero? Essentially, I signed with MAMP for guitar playing, and they took an album I did called City of Angels, and they put that into their music publishing library. Didn't release it as a record, although I released it on my own about maybe a year and a half prior to me getting signed. Then I did a record called Another Rainy Day, Flamenco Fusion, and that was guitar. I had not played ukulele in quite some time, and I really did miss it. So I started playing ukulele again. I decided that I was going to do an ukulele record and not tell the record label. I figured I'd finish it and then do it and give it to them and see if they liked it. And that way, because if they said, well, don't do an ukulele record, then I probably would have got discouraged and not done it, and I would have just been continuing with guitar. But as I started recording it, word got out that I was doing it, and I got a phone call from the label, and they love it. So, and needless to say, I got signed as an ukulele player as well. And since I'm a huge fan of classical guitar, classical music in general, flamenco guitar specifically, Paco de Lucia, all those guys are, just amazing. So I wanted to transition that style of playing into my ukulele playing. So even though I'd finished the record that I did in February, I was using a different ukulele. Koaloha's the brand that sponsored me. Okay. Koaloha's the brand that sponsors me, or they did. I don't know if they still do. And I had initially contacted Pepe Romero, and specifically it said in my email, this is sometime last year, middle of last year, that I wasn't interested in using the ukuleles, just his guitars. And since I was really happy with the company that I was with, Koaloha. And so I'd actually, and now keep in mind, I don't endorse Pepe Romero, Romero Creations. I'm not an endorsee. I pay for my instruments, and I hadn't paid for instruments in years. I mean, I get them from the companies that sponsor me. So needless to say, I bought a Romero Creations parlor guitar, and I was just so impressed with it, I bought another one. So I'd gotten this project assignment from the record company to write some Latin flamenco style ukulele songs for TV commercials, movies, anything that's gonna, for music licensing and publishing and whatever. So I had decided that since I loved Pepe Romero's guitars so much, or Romero Creations, that I wanted to try one of their ukuleles. So I contacted Pepe, really super nice guy, really responsive, and just, yeah, he cares about his instruments, and he's been very cool and very supportive. So I just said to him, I go, look, I need an instrument, spruce top, something bright that's gonna pop, And the other company I'm with, they never responded back to me when I'm like, look, I'll buy an instrument, and never heard back. So Pepe was like, he set this one up for me. So let's get into the review. So we're 6 minutes and I haven't talked about it. So I'm gonna unplug it. So this, for one, is the Romero Creations. It was called the Replica, and now I believe it's called the Signature. Solid spruce top, mahogany sides, solid mahogany back, mahogany neck, Goto tuners, an ebony bridge, abalone rosette, and abalone bindings. So my requirements, or what I asked Pepe if he could do, is put a pickup in it, electronics. So he put a MySci undersaddle pickup in it. That's where I plug it in. Cool thing about that pickup is you don't have to use a battery. You plug it in and you charge it for 60 seconds, and then it's good for 16 hours of play, and you don't have to deal with batteries. That's another thing I can't stand, is just having to change batteries and things like that. The strings are Pepe Romero strings. I really love these. Low G is wound, as opposed to, the standard nylon. And the tension is awesome on these. The cool thing is, primarily, being a flamenco guitar player, I love handmade Spanish instruments. And one of the companies I love is Conde guitars, Philippe Conde, and they make some awesome guitars. And I always thought, man, if for one, if I could afford one of those, I'd definitely get one of those. But and if they made ukuleles, I'd jump on it, But then Pepe Romero and Pepe Senior, I'm a fan of Pepe Senior. Look at the history of the Romeros. They're amazing, just amazing guitar players. And so this is the closest thing I could get to a flamenco ukulele. Now it'll play just like any other ukulele, but as a flamenco player and guitar players, we go off the sound of the instrument. It has to sound good, right? But you can feel it when you play it. It's hard to explain, but it is a feeling, and it's when you can feel a good instrument, especially with flamenco. A flamenco guitar and a classical guitar are two different instruments entirely. So in this case, he built this similar to what he would as a classical or a flamenco guitar. And so it was the perfect fit for me for what I'm doing. Again, he put the pickup in it. He put tap plates on it. You probably can't see that. Maybe you can. So when you're tapping, doing golpes and things like that. It's an amazing instrument. A couple things that I would criticize is I don't particularly like the bridge. I like the traditional bridge where you tie the strings on. This one is you tie a knot in the string and feed it through. And then the string spacing is wider than on a typical ukulele. However, that doesn't faze me either way. It's basically for people who just need easier access to playing chords. I can do it with either one. Lead-wise, when I'm playing, I kind of prefer the close together strings as opposed to this style. But again, it's just getting used to the instrument and then going, okay, that's just how it is. The neck joins at the 12th fret. What else can I say about it? I'm sure there's a lot of things. I just kind of wing these things. But again, it's a great instrument, and for the price, it's just spectacular. I'd love to have one of his custom-made instruments. We'll see how that goes in the future. 2020 has been a strange year, as we know. Right now, I'm in Southern California, and the skies are yellow. The smoke from the fires is absolutely just insane. So, having said that, I just wanted to do my first YouTube channel video. I wanted to do a review of the Pepe Romero signature tenor spruce top ukulele. Also, one last thing is what makes it sound more, give it that flamenco Latin sound. It's also the way that the fan bracings are on the inside. I don't know anything about building, but the fan bracings are built very similar to a flamenco guitar. The top, that gives it enough for the top to vibrate and resonate more. So you just get that pop with this instrument. Super amazing. I did 10 songs for the record label, for the TV, movies, or whatever they're going to use it for. And I used I did use Ko Aloha on it for a lot of it, and I used primarily this Romero Creations ukulele, so I highly recommend it. And all right, that's it, man. So I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend. You have a great day. Please like and subscribe to my channel, man. You can also find me on Instagram at Tony Gamble Musician. All right, peace out. Thank you.